Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I'm going to be showing you a process video showing you a page that I did in my Bible using the April kit from Creative Retreat. So I'm showing you the different elements that come in that kit. And you have that stamp set there, these adorable little bows. This here is a stencil. This is the subscriber exclusive. So if you subscribe to the kits, this is the element that comes in your kit this month as an exclusive just for you. And then you get the cardstock stickers and then these really fun alphas. You have them in two different colors and they are just teeny tiny little squares and plenty of each letter. So those will be great to use in any of your entries. So today I'm working in Matthew chapter 14. I'm looking at the story where Jesus walks on water, and that's verses 22 through 33. And first I'm going to just add a background to this page before I start using some of the elements from the kit. So I'm going to be using some Daniel Smith watercolors. I have this little box set of the Primatech line, and these are watercolors that are created from different like rocks and elements. So they're a lot of fun. I'm going to be using the purple shade from that kit, and it has some shimmer and glitter to it, and that's just a natural element to the stone or whatever that they ground up for this pigment. So it's really, really neat. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and sprayed kind of a triangular shape on my Bible page. I'm just using a spray bottle. I know that seems kind of scary. It is totally okay to spray water in your Bible. It's fine. It doesn't mess it up. What I'm doing is just dropping in some color into that water. And I'm not wanting a really perfect wash of color. I'm just wanting some texture, some kind of sprinkling some color on there and things like that. Then I'll go ahead and dry that first layer, and then I will add a second layer of color using the same technique. You can see here that the page does wrinkle because it was wet, but once your Bible has been closed for a little bit, most of that wrinkling goes away. I'd say like 95% of the wrinkling smooths itself out. So, and I make sure that the page is 100% bone dry before I shut my Bible. That way I don't have to worry about mildew or anything like that. So there's just some steps you have to take, but it is totally fine to spray water in your Bible. So I'm just kind of finishing up the background there, and I wanted to pull some of the purples from this month's kit and just add something to the background underneath the stickers and the stamping that I'm going to be doing. And you can see there I just used a paper towel to blot up the really, really wet areas, and that way it didn't take as long to dry. And you can see those Daniel Smith watercolors do not bleed through on your Bible page. So now I'm going to go ahead and start taking some of the elements from this month's kit, and I'll be using the really cute little stamp set here and some of the cardstock stickers. And so I'm going to lay everything out on this Bible mat first, just so I can kind of get everything aligned how I want it and make sure that it's spaced evenly within the margin. I know that seems kind of OCD, but I just wanted to make sure that it was centered in the margin of that page. So I'm just taking all the different elements and I'm laying them out on there. You could do this using the plastic packaging from the kit. You just want something that's non-stick. That way you can easily remove the stickers off of there and then transfer them onto your page. So you can see, and then I can just see through it, line it up where I want on the page, and then I can start transferring things from that mat and onto the page. So again, I'm working in Matthew chapter 14, and one of my favorite bands is For All Seasons, and they have a song called Give Me Faith, and I have just been listening to that on repeat, and so I decided to take some of the lyrics, it's not exact, but some of the lyrics from that song, and I thought it really well with these verses here in Matthew. And so in Matthew 14:31, it says, Jesus immediately reached out his hand and took hold of him, saying to him, "Oh, you of little faith, why do you doubt?" And so I went ahead and used elements from the kit, and on the edge here it's going to say, give me faith to trust with all my heart. And so I just kind of took what was in the kit and combined it with some of the lyrics and just the theme around these verses in the Bible and all together to create this page. So there are a lot of different ways that you can arrange the stamp sets to kind of spell out a variety of different sentiments and messages. So there's going to be just a variety of different pages and entries that you can do with the stamp set. And the stickers just had some really great little words and things like that as well. So I'm using some VersaFine ink today to stamp with because I want a really good, crisp, clean stamping. This ink does bleed through on your Bible pages. However, I found that if I stamp over the top of the watercolor, it doesn't seem to bleed as much. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're using this to stamp with, that it does bleed. I have yet to find a waterproof ink that I like that does not bleed through the page. So that's just kind of the nature of stamping with some of those inks like that. So I'm taking this final piece. This is the stamp that says heart, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that down. And I love the colors in this kit, so I wanted to kind of pull a little bit of each one of the colors into this entry. And you can see here, I don't have perfect stamping all the time, so I was kind of bummed out, but I'll show you how I fix that. So I'm just taking a fine-tipped black pen, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the areas of the stamp where it didn't get a clean impression. So even though I have a sheet of cardstock behind that page, I don't have a lot of bulk in my Bible yet, it's still sometimes you just don't get great stamping in your Bible, but that's okay, that's a way you can save it. And then I'm just going to take that same pen to outline all the elements that I put down in that margin. Now I'm taking a white Signo Uniball gel pen, and I'm just adding some details into the spaces that are in that heart stamp. And that's just to kind of help it pop off the page just a little bit more. And then I've gone ahead and pulled some washi tapes from my stash that kind of match the colors from this month's kit. And I'm just going to be adding some pieces of this just to kind of help frame in the words on this page. So I'm just going to be kind of stacking and layering these different washi tapes. They're from a variety of different places, so just use whatever you have in your stash. I just kind of went through and tried to find ones that match the colors from the kit this month. And this yellow one here I'm tearing in half so that I have a skinnier piece of washi to layer with. And then I have this really cute black and white striped washi. I believe this one's from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to go ahead and just add that in as well. And that's just going to kind of help frame all those stickers and stamping in, and just add some more of those colors to this page. I'll go ahead and just flip it over and trim off the excess washi that's hanging off of the edge. And here's where you can see there's some shadowing from the stamping, but it's not a full-on bleed through since I stamped over the top of where the watercolor was. So that's just an idea if you want to kind of prevent some of the bleed through from your stamping. I'm going to go ahead and take some of these heart stickers from the sticker sheet and stick a few of those down here. And then I'm kind of looking through everything, trying to decide what I'm going to use for a tab. There are some tab stickers on the sticker sheet there, but I'm going to take the really cute white bow from this kit. I really wanted to hoard it and not use it because it's super cute, but I decided to go ahead and use it for this entry today. And then I'll just slide that on there on the top of the page. And that finishes the page for today. So be sure to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the process. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.